Death sentence after 8 years. Delta Court finally delivers judgment in shocking murder of DELSU students. Nearly 8 years after one of Nigeria's most heartbreaking student murder case shocked the nation, justice has finally been delivered. A Delta State High Court sitting in Ogege has sentenced 2 men to death by hanging for the kidnapping and murder of Elozino Joshualia Ogege, a 300-level mass communication student of Delta State University, Abraka. But in dramatic twist, the court discharged the acquitted, a security guard who had also stood trial for years. Why did it take almost 8 years for judgment to be served? Who were the convicted men? Why was one defendant freed? And what does the judgment mean for the fight against ritual killings, kidnapping, and insecurity in Nigeria? Stay with us as Africa Global Opportunity TV bring you the complete story. Before the end of this report, we will explain why this case became one of Delta's most closely watched criminal trials and what legal experts say the judgment means for future kidnapping and murder prosecution. Justice Flora Ngozi Azingige delivered the landmark judgment after a lengthy trial that began in 2019. The court found Macaulay Desmond Ogenemaru and Enike Onoriode guilty of conspiracy, kidnapping, and the murder of Elozino Ogege, sentencing both men to death by hanging. However, the court ruled that the prosecutor failed to prove the case against Benedict Uche, a security guard, beyond a reasonable doubt. He was therefore discharged and acquitted. Originally, 5 suspected were arraigned in 2019 on an 8-count charge. Before the trial ended, 2 of the accused died, leaving only 3 defendants to face judgment. One of those who died during the proceeding was reportedly a native doctor who had also been charged in the case. Elozino Joshualia Ogege was a 300-level mass communication student at Delta State University, Abraka. In November 2018, she was reportedly abducted and later murdered in a circumstance the prosecution linked to ritual-related activities. Her death triggered nationwide outrage. Students protested. Women's rights groups demanded justice. The university community called for stronger protection for students. The case quickly became one of the Nigeria's most publicity student murder case. If you are finding this report informative, please like, support Africa Global Opportunity TV by subscribing this video and share with others. Your support helps us to continue producing fact-based African news, business, and achievement reports. Now let's look at why the trial lasted almost 8 years. Although the murder occurred in 2018, the trial officially commenced in 2019. Like many high-profile criminal cases in Nigeria, this proceeding experienced repeated adjustments and legal delays over several years before closing arguments were held in 2026. In May 2026, the court reserved judgment after both prosecution and defense lawyers adopted their final written addresses, fixing July 29, 2026 for the final verdict. November 2018, Elozino kidnapped and murder. 2019, 5 suspected arraigned and 8 counter-charged. During trial, 2 defendants died before judgment. May 26, court reserved judgment. July 29, 2026, final judgment delivered after nearly 8 years. The acquittal of bandits Uche also highlights an important principle of criminal justice. Under Nigeria law, prosecutors must prove guilty beyond the reasonable doubt. Where sufficient evidence is lacking, courts are required to acquit the accused. At the same time, the conviction of the other 2 defendants demonstrate that the court found the prosecution evidence sufficient to establish their guilty on the charge before it. Nearly 8 years after a young university student lost her life, the court's decision presents a significant milestone for her family, friends, and many Nigerians who follow the case. While the judgment can restore a life that has been lost, many will see the verdict as an important step in the pursuit of justice and accountability. The case also renewed conversation about student safety, kidnapping, ritual-related crimes, and efficiency of Nigeria's criminal justice system. What's your reaction to this judgment? Do you believe Nigeria's justice system should move faster in high-profile criminal cases. Share your opinion, especially in the comment section. If you enjoyed this report, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notification bell for more premium African news, investment opportunity, and business updates. And as always, which country are you watching from? Let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching African Global Opportunity TV. I'm your host, and see you in next report.